Hey everyone, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and I've got a shopping list of things I need to take care of today. So let's get started, shall we? So first off, I'm going to need to fix up some more residual gas because we are running out of residual gas, which is strange but also true. The residual gas is probably best fixed by... yeah. So residual gas is required for lubricant and we've run out of it. So we're going to make more of it. It's plain and simple. Along the way, at some point, we will come across the main base where we can get ore processing. We'll do that when we get there. So, oh boy, I'm getting alien artifacts done. I need to get a bunch of other things done today. I really need to get those blue chips faster. Where's this train taking me? Just here, huh? Okay. So what I want is this probably to go through into here. It shouldn't be too difficult. It's just going to need to be done. Maybe it's just oil residuals. Or oil residual gas, rather. Oil residuals is something different. If we're so lucky that we can just put it straight through here, I'd be pretty happy about that. But chances of being that lucky are slim. I'm gonna try. Yeah, and sure enough, that's where we run into the problem. That's alright. Got pretty far on one bit. And then we just need to connect the residuals there, and we're good, I believe. I'm not even quite sure what the residuals are required for, but I do know they are required. Maybe you don't need to know what exactly it's for. But the residual gas is filling up. Okay, now naphtha we got a problem with. For dumb reasons. Base oil for polish. I thought we had plenty of base oil. What is the problem with polish? Do we not have enough polish? Is that what we're saying? Where's my polish? There. Oh, we don't, because the base oil is connected to a different place. Okay. So let's connect the base oil now. Because we need to polish those gemstones. In fact, if we take a quick detour... Just come back here real quick, train. Just like to over here. If I go and get the ore processing, then that'll be way faster to do that now as well. Okay. So we go to the main hub. And then we can get the base oil down there. Still need to finish alien artifacts, and then we need to get my silicon grinding stones ready. Of which there's a couple of options of how to do that. One way would be just to get silicon ingots into there and shove them in there. That would work. The other way is to actually just make more grinding stones in different places and ferry them to where I need them. That, of course, will have detrimental effect as we continue onwards, but at the same time, you know, if I've done it this many times already, what's the harm in doing it further? There's actually quite a lot of harm continuing this madness, but like I've always said, madness is just another way of saying opportunity. I've never said that, but maybe I should. It's going to be my Arkham Files motto. Given how much I play Arkham Files games, it's a stupid motto. Okay. That got in the way of everything immediately. Just that little patch of water, huh? Okay, one more little patch of water got me again. Gonna happen, I suppose. Now, where are rubies? They're a little bit further along. Okay. Well, actually, at this point, shouldn't we be able to connect to base mineral oil somewhere around here? I'm pretty sure base mineral oil is made, yeah, somewhere. Maybe. Thought it was, but now I'm just doubting that. Oh wait, was it with fish petting? No. We do have base mineral oil, it's right there. Okay, so... connect it into there is probably the easiest way to do it. I really wish I wasn't having lubricant, base mineral oil, and crystal slurry all in the same place. It'd be a lot less confusing if they're all in different places. But that should mean the polishing is being made. The polish is being made again, and indeedly do is. Which is good. Gonna take a little while to catch up. We could even increase it to a chemical plant 3. I think that might be the ideal answer to this. A lot of this space also is not being used, so I don't know if that's opportunity. Probably is. Okay, so I'd like to increase the speed of the base mineral, the lubricant, no, polishing compound, officially what it's called. And it is coming through. Which should mean more shiny gemstones. But shiny gemstones aren't really what we need. What we need is less shiny gemstones. What was I thinking? Oh, I need glass today as well, don't I? Meh, that might be a problem. Okay, so... how do we make grinding stones? That's probably a good question. Grinding stones are silicon carbide and steel plate. Silicon carbide is mostly that stuff. Interesting, we don't have any batteries here. What's going on with that? Lithium percolate. Oh no. Full of salt. Okay, well let's just fix this in the worst way possible. Because when you make a fix, don't make a permanent fix. Make a good enough for now fix. There we go, and that'll make my lithium percolate. And my batteries. Science is going along pretty quickly though, I do want to point that out. Now, steel and sodium carbide is required, no, silicon carbide rather, is required for more grinding stones. Now we can always take more silicon up there. Up where? We could take the silicon up there, but I don't know if that's actually particularly useful. Because that's only dropping off... it's dropping off 1,000 silicon, but I don't know if that's ever enough. That's the problem. It's certainly doing its best, but it's also being turned into glass at the moment. So what we could do is get silicon ingots from... yeah, bring it up and around. It's a little bit of a wasted time, but I'll do it regardless because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered doing it any better way. That's also not great. And we are close. Sort of close. Okay, yes, and now we turn this ship around. I mean, that's the fastest way to move things. I've seen the memes. Okay, and that'll allow me a lot of silicon carbide. Probably make that a little bit faster. No, silicon powder then silicon carbide. Either way, it'll do the job. Probably. We should see more grinding stones. It's really the point I'm trying to make here. We may need to speed these up or find a way to get them through more efficiently. Because while that's good that they're all running, they're actually running too slowly on their own. But that's backing up, so I guess maybe it'll be alright. We'll see. No, if it's not making enough gemstones, it's just not making enough gemstones. But quite frankly, I don't think I need to worry about it right now. If I had some speed modules, like speed module 1s, I could probably speed up a little bit. And I probably do. Just down here. Not speed module 1s, of course, speed module 0s. I may not have them anymore though, because I feel like they probably have all gone into the rocket. I've launched them into space, which normally is a good thing, but I think it might not have been this time. Yeah, they're all gone. All of them gone. Oof, goodbye. We do need some of these though. Okay. I'm just looking at this and I'm just not happy with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the silicon down into here. This is actually not important. I just said this, but here I am doing it anyway. Because, you know, it's for a change. If I'm going to do something, I might as well finish doing it, right? Normally this is my policy. Normally my policy is just get something done and then leave. Never come back to it. Okay, so that would make my silicon powder. That actually looks like powder, but it's not. Okay, so that's going to get the silicon powder sorted out once it gets around to it. Hey little platypus, how you doing? The plan today is... Gosh, what is the plan today? Right now we're just trying to get all the alien artifacts done. Just really want more grinding wheels before we get too distracted on this. And then... I love this, this is great. Then after we get the grinding wheels a little bit better, then... I don't know. I did have a plan. Glass is probably something that's relevant. And speeding up just general... Speeding up general problems is probably good too. Do it that way. Then we get the carbon in from there. We are missing underground belts. Well, good news for me, I got these. Bad news for me, that doesn't even fit there. Oh wait, no, better news. I can derpity derp derp. Do that. Then I don't need underground belts. I mean, aside from that part where I guess that was required. Okay. Great. Let's just get some more stuff made. More stuff made. Probably didn't need to quite do it like that, but whatever we did, power it up, and it'll be adding a little bit more to the wheels. Oh, wow, okay. Really? You're just gonna go more sailing, huh? Oh man, the life you live. Crazy and full of adventure. But as long as you enjoy it, that's the main thing. Alright then. Okay, so that should be making more grinding stones. Which is good. Good to have those. We're going to need those for all the gems. Because all these grinding stones are needed for gems. I should actually split the grinding stones a bit. I don't know. Maybe we don't have enough grinding stones still. We'll see. That's... Going flying on a knife is just... That sounds metal as hell, you know? Yeah, I just don't think I've got enough of these. Or if I do, I think I need them faster. Also, where's my charcoal? I thought we had charcoal. Not have charcoal at some point in this? Why do I need charcoal for this? Is it needed for cutting stones? No. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I respect that. Now I feel charcoal is actually required here, so let's just figure out where it's supposed to come from, and then we can finish off the alien artifacts. Like, is this supposed to be charcoal on the belt? I'm not sure charcoal's supposed to be on the belt, is it? And again, it looks like I was splitting charcoal off for a reason. I feel like charcoal is one of those things that accidentally got on the belt at some point. Then I think, funnily enough, I actually do need it now. Well, let's do that and see how much this breaks everything. If that's the case, we're going to need to do one of these things. Where we go. Chonk, chonk, chonk. I think I made a mistake at some point, and then I just sort of considered it to be the regular way we do things. Which is always a fantastic way to do a factory. Make a mistake and then just live with that mistake, and then fix it later, and then realize you can't afford to fix it. The dangerous way to live one's life, because I think this is required for my... Yeah, this is required for my furnaces. I do actually need that now. Okay. But speaking of things that I actually do need, I now have this. And this is going to be required to turn my zinc to a better zinc. And then that goes into there. Now, of course, we do need to add oxygen, but before we ended last session, We did that. So now we've got zinc. When you got zinc ore, all you got to do is basically this again. Or get rid of that. And I don't want it to go too far off into the void, so let's just go like that. I think I like that's pretty good. And we probably do need to get rid of that. What is it, sulfuric acid? I don't know. Okay, and we want zinc powder. And then we want zinc paste. I think. That's how you spell zinc. Zinc paste. And then we want green? Really? It's green? Okay. I don't really know what color zinc is, so that's probably why I was confused there. Okay, and we are missing a couple of things. We're missing our these things, which we are also missing belts, so they're going to take the faster belts because they're cool that way. And oops, almost put the wrong one in there. No, don't want diamonds. We do, however, want emeralds? Emeralds are the last ones, yes, they are. How fast do those boats go, by the way, Platypus? Just curious. I should know, but I have no idea. I should know on the basis that our country is pretty good at sailing, I suppose. Okay, and that should make the last of the artifacts. Okay, come with the emeralds. Let's just get rid of those topaz real quick. Hey, no worries. I was just curious. And then we'll just connect that up there. So all those will... oh, nautical terms. 36 knots. I'm gonna mess that. 80 meters per second? That's great. How fast is that? 60 kilometers per hour. Impressive. That's pretty damn fast. And scary. Put these gems around the place. Oh, I see how that works. 1 knot is 1 nautical mile. Okay. Pretty fast though. I'm impressed. Okay, so that should be everything going okay. And it does burn the sulfur dioxide gas. I mean, yeah, it's still pretty decent. Still scary. Okay, so this is going to be making my... Yeah, it's decent speed. Okay, so that now will just make alien artifacts in perpetuity, and every now and then I can come around and grab some of them. So, power armor. Do we want to start thinking of power armor? Let's just get a few more orangey boys, and when we get enough orangey boys, we can... We have 25 orangey boys, we can go and get power armor. Not really what my goal today was to do, but... Actually, you know what? It's fine. We'll have enough for that. Okay, so let's go gathering. Oh, give me that blue, buddy. So I'm seeing a lot more gems coming across of all different colors, so that's exciting. Means we may actually have enough grinding stones. We're probably running a little short on purples, but when we figure we have enough gems, we can always fix that up, or we could always... There's other options we can do to make that faster, so it's not too bad. Science is happening at a rapid pace, and we need to gather stuff. Some of these might be harder to get than others. Should be able to make something happen with what we've got. So what I want is 5 modules ones of green and blue. Okay, well. In fact, I didn't even need that. So I got those. In fact, I've got those already. Great. 50 processing modules. Easier to get than you'd imagine. Then Invar plate, that shouldn't be too difficult to get. Aluminium plate, I'm sure we'll stumble across some of it very soon. Maybe. Oh, we're going to do some more science, are we? Cool. Now we need a couple more of these. Wrong way around. 1, 2. Yeah, we're almost there. So just Invar and aluminium now, which are both up here. And then we can make a new power armor suit. Fusion generator is probably the next thing we need, which may actually be quite feasible, in fact. Although the 50 advanced units may be a little bit less feasible. That's alright. My plan is with a lot of this is just to put it into exoskeletons and just frickin' sprint, mate. Okay, aluminium. Need some of that. There it is. Invar, we need... Oh gosh, what are you doing? Stop, please. Okay, they want to resupply me, I suppose. I can't help but notice I didn't get any fast underground belts. Why not? No, it remains a good question. Why not? Why is it not running? If we've got less than 10, be running. It's requesting supply, but it's got 0. It should be running. Why is it not running? Oh. But there's no room for it. Because we've got so many blast furnaces, apparently. Okay, that happens sometimes. And when you actually exceed the number of blast furnaces in there, you actually run out of space, and it all sort of collapses from there. Okay, that was fun. Well, look, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there was another very similar mistake in the factory somewhere. Okay, so that'll fix itself over time in a short amount of time. In the meantime, we still need Invar. Oh, that is a classic circuits mistake. Yeah, that's true. Yet another classic. You're not freaking wrong there, buddy. You're not wrong. I need to get all the power armor so I can never be killed by a train again. Ah, where's my dead body? I gotta figure out where my body is. There, where's that? Further along. Oh yeah, good thinking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, in fact, I just turned it on. I did the complete opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh my god. You know what we do? We ditch everything. Oh wait, you know what we forgot? We forgot the most critical of things. Where did I die? This is actually important. Oh god, I don't know how to find that anymore. My inventory is so full. You know what? It was around here. It's a tradition. The box has to go down more or less where I died. Yep. The train is always a good meme. So anyway, that should hopefully fix up everything more or less. Okay, now supply me with what I guess is what we need. I was going to get rid of that charcoal, but chasing carbon as it races through your inventory is a bad idea. Because as you know, carbon will run straight through you. Fertilizer. How did I have fertilizer on me for? Who knows? Anyway. Back to trying to make my suit of armor. It's ironic that I die while trying to build a suit of armor, but sure, why not? Now, Invar is that Invar? I always forget which one Invar. You know what? Don't need to remember it. I just take it straight from the source. Power armor 3. What am I lacking? Efficiency modules. Let me guess. I just chucked those out. Probably. It's all my fault. I just want to make that real clear. I know. There we go. What are we lacking? Power armor 2. Okay, yep, I just realized what's going to happen as soon as I do this, so let's just stand in an empty field. So let's ditch a couple of these. Okay, now this is going to go, yep, I was expecting that. I need those. Game. I know this is my fault, but game. Do I need to remove the things from the power armor before? Or did the power armor stuff get thrown onto the ground? I hope I didn't just destroy everything in the power armor. I think I did. Well, if I did, that's fine. I just get to make new stuff. And cry. I get to cry as well. How exciting. I don't usually get to cry. Here I am. Does it stay in the armor? I mean, I guess I'll find out now because I just looked and it wasn't there. Or is it in like the slot? Well, no, my stuff seems to be gone. So yeah, stuff's gone. That's fine. We can make more stuff. Fine. It's fine. Okay. You know what? Actually, hang on. That's what you have quick saves for. They were there already. Now, this is also before I died to a train, so this is confusing. We got a temporal death in the train. So however many train deaths plus 1 temporal death. It'd be so funny if I was hit by the same train then. Okay, so. Do we have everything we need? No, we're missing aluminium plate. Temporal or temporal? Temporal, sorry. The TVA will fix the timeline. God damn it, no. No. Give the man a jet ski. Damn it. Loved Loki. Such a good show. Also give the man a jet ski. Hashtag give the man a jet ski. Okay, so. Let's just take everything off. Yeah, then let's just drop my stuff on the ground. Including my alien artifacts. Okay, can we build my power armor now? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna have so much more room for activities. Here I just stand in a pile of my shame. Like being a child all over again. Jeez. Okay. Open suit. Put stuff in suit. That is actually all the stuff that I have for the suit. Still, I mean, okay, we might need to build some more fusion reactors now. But that was always the plan. So what we might do is just build some fusion reactor ones because they're pretty simple to build. Processing units, and I've got a lot of processing units available, so that's okay. I said I got a lot of them available, but that was only 50. You know what? I know where I'll find some more. There'll be some more, like, in here somewhere. In fact, we took these level 1 roboports. We don't really need those. I'll be much happier with some more level 2s. Okay, so I've got some level 2s. We still need to actually pick up the things that I came here for. We still need like 100 more blue chips. They'll be around, we'll find them. They're all just hanging out over here, that's the problem. Oh, there's hundreds of chips, okay, cool. And low density structures, which I do not think we have coming into this part of the factory. They're pretty close. And that'll give us another level 1 reactor, which will probably boost things a decent amount. We could always just do another one. 2 reactors. Or we could just get rid of these bloody solar panels. Got batteries. But if we have enough reactors, you don't need batteries. You know, if you are just burning the literal sun, it does not matter. One must be the sun. I shall set fire to the earth. And then if we just get some more exoskeletons, we should be pretty good. Because right now, 2 exoskeletons is just disappointing. So let's just take those out. Put that somewhere where it works. Great. Get some more exoskeletons. How many exoskeletons do we need? At this point, we may be there's a speed where you can get so many exoskeletons without the mod of squeezing through things, where you can actually run through pipes because you move so fast the game doesn't register it. And I think that's rad. But I don't know if we're going to be doing that here, because we can already squeeze through pipes, so it's not that big a deal. Electric engines are required. You know what? I'd like to say the other me that died, that was the variant. This is what was meant to happen. There we go. TVA sorted. He's dead now. He will not return. That's what I hope anyway. Okay, so what was I doing before I made that bad joke? That's right, exoskeletons. Electric engines. Why did I grab batteries? Batteries are not electric engines. The classic mistake. Uh, 3 exoskeletons should be enough. And then we need some Invar plate, which we've already discussed is actually pretty easy to come by. We need more of those. I think that's Invar. Yeah, it's Invar. Right. That should be enough for my exoskeletons. I just can't see them. That's the problem. Now for 1 exoskeleton, we need more cobalt. Okay. And then, if we can, we will then finish off by just chucking more roboports into my body and seeing how that looks. It'll probably look super heckin' rad if you ask me. Nope. Nope. Steel. What? I swore that would have been cobalt level, but I guess not. Looking for cobalt things, looking for cobalt things. I cannot find them, cannot find cobalt things. Really? I guess we just have to go back to actually where the cobalt's made, because it was such a long trek. We managed it though. Got enough room for another battery as well. I want to go that route. Okay, so let's just chuck those in there. See how this works out. Those moments where I just cannot find the things I'm looking for are far, far too common. Alright, so we're now running slightly faster than ever before. Good. Probably could use a better fusion reactor. Or 2. But let's not worry about that right now. What do we actually need to do? We need to start speeding up my modules. Okay, let's actually do some work on what we do need to do. Just speeding these bad boys up. Why are these bad boys slow? Because these bad boys are slow. Why are these bad boys... That's right, glass. I forgot about glass. Okay, glass. I'm going to make some crazy glass. I'm going to go for this, which is lime sand, sodium carbonate, and sodium sulfate. Also, I'm going to actually start researching it. That's the tricky part with this. Also, now my footsteps sound like I'm just like some sort of cartoony like character. Little footsteps. They're running so fast. Okay. Almost time to start thinking about glass. What do we need for glass? Turns out it's exactly time to start thinking about glass when my first thing I say is, what do we need? So we're going to make tier 4 glass because I can. Now tier 4 glass requires some things. It needs lime and sand. Sand, easy. Lime, also not difficult, but also kind of a pain. So what we're going to need is washing plants. I haven't needed those in a while. We're going to need a few. Oh, wait, what? Really? Oh wow, we do actually have those. The level 0s, but... oh, sorry, level 1s, but that should suffice. I think sometimes the factory gets sad when it can't find homes for things. That's alright. It'll figure itself out. It's a big factory, it's brave. Put those solar panels in there, might as well. Okay, so we need lime and sand. That'll be easily sorted out. Sodium carbonate. That's pretty sorted out as well, because we can steal that from here. Make sodium carbonate there. So that's sodium carbonate, easy. Sodium sulfate. That is a bit more of a trick. No, it's not. It's just salt and sulfuric acid. So we need desalination factories. Or salination, rather. I always want to say it's desalination, but quite the opposite. We want to salinate. Or salinate. I don't know, man. I love the running sound now. It's so comical and silly. So just making sure that sodium carbonate, it is indeed good. We are missing fast underground belts. Are we? We never... no, because that was done before... that was done before the timeline shift. Okay, so we've got to fix this, because we did fix it, but the timeline changed. And that changes everything. That's what happens when you start messing around with time. Time messes around with you. Now, I could have used the blue belts like I was doing before, but I'd really like to fix this. Can you just wait there? I'll be back. Now, the problem was, if I remember rightly, this was the wrong type of blast furnace. And I'm just going to click the wrong type again. Probably how it happened in the first place, honestly. Okay. And we have a few belts. I'd like to just probably build up to about 50 before I leave. Probably need to go to 50. 50 might be a bit higher than we need to go. We can also drop a few things from my inventory while we're here. Okay, while I'm here, actually, is there anything else I need? I don't think so. We need to get sulfuric acid into there, which shouldn't be too difficult. We've got sulfuric acid all over the damn place. Okay, let's go back home. So I imagine it's going to be a pretty quick trip on the train. And the important thing about this class is it doesn't use any silicon. It doesn't really use much of anything, actually. Use a bit of sodium hydroxide, and we'll need to connect that up, but that's a fairly easy connection. So where do we want to start? Start with the sand? I think we start with the sand. Oh, it's at this moment I realize I probably don't have any pumps that can do this. I don't. I need basic circuit boards. I knew I was going to be missing something. Listen to those little feet go. So crazy. At some point I'll stop bringing that up, but that day is not today. I hear the pitter-patter of little feet. They're my feet. I have tiny feet! It's the most awkward conversation you have. Do I hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet? Yes, they're mine. I have very small feet. Thank you for bringing it to my attention again. Alright. We probably don't need this. That stuff. We don't need that stuff. I love that I was like, that's the wrong thing, and rather than switching it, I just like chuck a belt on there just to really reinforce my mistakes. Okay, and so then we go to, well, we need limestone and we need sand. Let's worry about limestone first. What? So limestone is at light mud water, so it's there. And then limestone. Which still apparently needs water. Interesting. I bet you if I put some legs on that spider, it would move real quick. Give me nightmares as well, but move real quick. Okay, so that should be... And we probably even make more limestone than that, because yeah, it's a bit slower. Okay, so ideally when we're done here we will have so much glass we won't even know what to do with it all. Now this also needs to be smelted, I believe. How do we turn limestone into lime? A blast furnace. Oh boy, I hope I got some of those. I did have like hundreds of them in my inventory. Did I keep even one? Yes, I did. There was a moment there where I actually kind of lost hope. And likewise, we need that to go into the old boiler. It's not a boiler, but we need to get rid of it. And we also need some sort of charcoal-y monster. I moved that a little bit down. I could have charcoal. Oh, no, 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 not like that, not like that. Holy crap, not like that. Pitter-pattering my little feet is too fast. And we'll displace them like that. Oh, okay, so that should be that point limestone, or lime rather. That's easy. Sodium carbonate. We're already bringing that down from somewhere near here. We were until we ran out of stuff to connect things. I feel like I'm actually not going to have enough underground belts for this. It's fine. Because meanwhile, the base has been producing so many underground belts. Yeah, we don't have enough underground belts for this. That's okay. This is the harder parts anyway. This is what I'll tell myself. Okay, and then we also want to do something very similar to this. Not quite that. Oh shit, I forgot about mud. Mud is an interesting problem that if you do not deal with, it will kick you in the face every time. I always forget about it. Okay. Now we could reuse it, but quite frankly, I don't care. It wasn't good enough from the first time, I don't know why I would use it the second. And we also do need to connect to water. There's an easy fix. Done. Okay, mud's no longer a problem here. That has made tons of stuff. So sand is actually very, very similar. Sand needs to be made out of thin mud water. Now this is light mud water, so it needs to be refined one more time. What happens next? It gets turned to saline water or something, doesn't it? Like that, great, like that, great. And then we can turn it all into sand. Sand? Probably. Okay, space science is continuing. Good. Protection fields. I mean, that's a funny one given the fact we still can't even research the shields. Maybe that's the incentive for, like, my labs. You know, because there's actually someone working on them, I suppose, in my head. And we need to probably get that stuff. Come there. Okay, so that's sand. That's limestone, not limestone. And cooked, therefore it is no longer limestone, it's just a regular old lime. Okay, and then we need finally sodium sulfate. Oh, gonna be the tricky one. Not super tricky, we just need to get sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid. Now sulfuric acid should be all around us. If you breathe in, you will breathe in sulfuric acid. This is a terrifying universe that I've created and I do not want to live in it. Okay. I mean, technically I just opened a pipe with sulfuric acid and just let it spill into the world. I was like, eh. Like, the ecological disasters you create in Factorio. And I'm not just talking about, like, burning coal. Which, admittedly, is still quite a big disaster. Okay, so that's that. Now we need sodium hydroxide. Now that one could be an issue. What we want... I was thinking about this. What we actually want to do is... We still want this, but I want this to be an overflow line. There's a few ways that we've got liquid sodium hydroxide existing. And while this is not super useful here, we might as well hold on to it. Okay, and right, and then we what? How do we turn it back into? How do we turn it back into stuff? Oh, you just chemical plant it. Okay. Turn back into stuff, please. Not gonna make very much stuff right now, but it'll make more when it feels like it. I believe in it. I do need to actually bring up the right recipe though. Okay, good. We'll also make purified water, which we'll just clarify because, quite honestly, I can't be bothered with that shit. Not today. Okay, and now we may have a problem where we're making not enough sodium hydroxide, but we can work on that later. Okay, well, I actually made some sodium hydroxide, so I'm rather proud of it on that one. That might be all it makes until I connect it up to the main line of everything else. But small steps, baby steps. What is it called? Sodium sulfate. Okay. And we connected... Right, that's empty. Makes sense. We'll connect it later. Where did we put the where did we put the sulfuric acid? There it is. It's down there. Again, another question you just never want to ask in real life. Where did I put the sulfuric acid? Ah, the kids have it. Sorry, they weren't. The kids have it. The kids are playing with it. Kids love playing with sulfuric acid. Okay. And that's how the police were involved. Okay, and with that, that is the last thing we need. What am I doing? Okay. That is the last thing we need to make class 4. We will, however, require more... How was that click? I think I just disconnected this from the power. Funny. If I connect this like so, I just... Okay, so now we need... How do we actually make the glass? We need to make powder mixes. Okay, well, we didn't think about that far ahead, did we? I think we've got powder mixes 2s available. We do. We just don't ever have any on hand, I believe. Why would you? And then we mix the powders. Hey, Niku, how you doing? That is the most terrifying sound. Even when I'm not playing Factorio, I'm going to leave that train sound there just to keep scaring the shit out of me. I got hit by a train before, so that was exciting. Again, not in real life. That's less exciting, obviously. But always cool to walk across train tracks. You know what? I made those things cheap enough that everyone can use them whenever the heck they want, and I am glad that I did. Because it is just constant embarrassment on my side. Okay, so I don't think we need any more of these labs. Am I even wasting the labs? Okay, so we should have my powder mixers. We do. Plenty of them. What do we need after that? After we've mixed the powder, we need induction furnaces. Do we have those? Because it would look right foolish if we didn't. And yes, we do. Great. So then we should be able to make all the glass we bloody need. Oh, and we also need to figure out how to connect it to this line. Where does this line go to? Okay, we can bring that across. That's not a problem. Run on the train track for the fans. Fans of watching someone die to a train, I suppose. Bad fans, by the way. Bad fans. Okay. Look, fans of people who know what they want in life. Sometimes you want to see people get hit by trains. Virtually. Sometimes not virtually, but hey, we're gonna not talk about that. That's some pretty dark shit. We're trying to find a clear path, and it's not going particularly well. Oh, we may have found one. That was a pretty good clear path, actually. Okay, and that gets a lot of sodium hydroxide made very, very quickly. Okay, and we got powder mixers. Oh, you better believe we got powder mixers. We go mix all that powder. I can't remember what it looks like though. Okay, it looks like that. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix them down like that. That works. I swear to God, if I hear watermelon sugar high one more time. Okay. This is going to be a lot more powder than I think we can ever actually use. But it's fine. Check. Alright, and we're just going to chuck these in. Real quick question, what is this? That's cobalt oxide. Oh wait, what? We got two things in here apparently. Oh. Okay, I didn't know there was two things there. Interesting. Why are two things looking exactly the same? Gosh, I run so fast. What's the fastest you've gone? 20 speed. I don't need near as much cobalt oxide. Oh, is it coming to the end? No. No, it's not. Okay, now it's coming to the end. Ah, what a mistake. Might as well just start chucking some stuff in there. Oh, okay, we just started picking up sodium at the end there. I think it's all good now. Yeah, I think we're good aside from all the cobalt oxide we're carrying for no reason. I think we're all good aside from the crippling failure is what I'm saying. And then we just stand on a conveyor belt and slowly roll the wrong direction. Fantastic, that's what you wanted. Should we connect them? I think we should. Okay, so that should be making a lot of glass. And, no. No, not from there. And also a little bit of other stuff too. We didn't really want, but you know, you don't always get what you want in this mean world of factory construction. Okay. Good news is this is pretty much everything we need now. And this will make a lot of glass. More glass than we should ever require, hopefully. And then we'll just pipe it somewhere that does need a lot of glass. As I said, nothing should ever need this much glass. But we'll see. Where do I want to put this? Somewhere where it needs glass fibers, which is there. Or over there, okay. Because if we put it somewhere where it requires glass fibers, it'll connect to everything else eventually. Where are glass fibers? There. Yep, connecting across. Okay, and so now we've got a shit ton of molten glass coming through, and that should fix a lot of this problem. Because it'll not only fix it here, but it'll also fix it other places. And it looks like these are backing up, which is good. Also a little bit concerning, but that's okay. One thing at a time. And those go down there, and then we wait for blues. The blues should actually be coming through at a decent pace now as well. Because sure enough, these are coming through. Look at them go. We still don't have enough of these though. Like this is actually going full tilt now, which is neat. But it's not reaching its maximum speed, which would be 222 per minute. So it's not at that. And the main reason is because these aren't fast enough. So if we... I don't think we need... Oh. More transistors maybe? More solder? Or just things being fast? Or just things being fast. Let's make things fast. More transistors may be required. Good news, I think we have transistors just hanging out somewhere. From this little transistor. I don't like how close I'm standing to the rail network actually. Transistors. Now we built a lot of transistors before, which was over here. Now these aren't really moving. Could do is bring them up here. Okay, so that was what, down here? I immediately lost where I was looking. Oh, okay, it's south of the black ones, okay. So it's here-ish? Here-ish. Neat. Let's point in the right direction, shall we? Cool idea. Now, what I kind of want to do is find a place to be able to chuck these. That's not required there, so what we can do is underground here, underground here. Sure enough, these still being too slow. But why is it this? We're still not making enough glass? Are you serious? What's the shortage? Sodium carbonate. Interesting. I would have thought we had tons of that. Okay. That's the next step then, I suppose. And that's made near here. Made here. Now I don't think we need as much of that as we used to. What we can do is split that down to here. That'll make these work a bit faster. And more sodium carbonate, which is good. I don't think this was ever actually quite making its full potential. I mean, honestly, even with this, I'm not sure it is. We're going to have a little bit less fertilizer, but that shouldn't be too much problem. At least until glass gets sorted out, which should happen at some point very soon. Cool. Can we go faster? I think we can go faster. I'll rephrase that. We're going faster whether we want to or not. Okay, and that saturates that belt. Meanwhile, this is actually probably being used for the first time properly. Yeah, I mean, that's only ever made 73 brown algae. That's never worked. I think it's about to be surprised how much brown algae we're going to need. And let's even make this a bit faster. Blue express belts are going to be required more very soon, I imagine. But we should be getting a lot more glass, because every one of these should be making 4 units of glass. Yeah, that's going to be a decent improvement. But glass is still not quite filling up. Now there are a couple other options, which is to actually just increase brown algae production further, which is a scary concept. Quite honestly, a lot of this has just never been utilized. No, I think it's alright. Unless we have some other way to make sodium carbonate. Well, we could make it out of sodium, I suppose. I mean, it's there in the title, isn't it? We turn sodium hydroxide into sodium carbonate. Not particularly loving that one. I think this is just the easiest way to do it, honestly. Just chuck in a bunch of brown algae and hope for the best. But anyway, that should be making glass at a decent pace now. So the next question is, how are we going with rockets, actually? I feel like this one's not a good answer. Yeah, I feel like we're not building many rockets. We need to get things made faster than this. Things that are going slowly is blue chips, I suppose. Like, blue chips are the big limiting factor here. Black chips, of course, are limiting as well, but of course, they're limited by blue chips, so one thing at a time, right? Well, they are going at a decent enough rate, I suppose. It's constantly making these things, and they are all going. Could possibly be a little bit faster, but the only way I could really make things faster is by taking out some speed modules, replacing them with a bit of extra productivity, and that has helped. What we really need, I think, essentially is just more of these, more of these, more of these. Titanium's not a problem, of course. And then whatever we make, we just need to channel that into more black processing chips. Which, I mean, we're making some of those right now. They are being made, it's just slower than I would like. Now the question is, can we make more productivity modules? Why is this slow? Oh, because it's the wrong type. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder how long it's been like. It's been like that forever. I know that. And that's why we've never made any level 3s, because right. Integrated electronics might be a problem. Although right now it's just catching up. So integrated electronics being a problem is nothing new, actually, now that I think about it. No, these aren't being made because order of operations, I suppose. It's alright, it'll speed, everything will speed up very soon, I suppose. If we can just speed up blue circuits, that might just be what we need to do. Okay, so there's two ways of doing this. Either we module the shit out of it until it works, which is an option, but it's not a good option. Or did I grab those productivity modules? I don't think I did. I want them. I see no reason why this shouldn't be in the rocket. And likewise, I see no reason why okay. We'll make these a bit more efficiently. We'll of course slow them down, but it does mean more being built at a single time. And, you know, it's fine. So, blue chips. We need them. That might be the next project. And okay, so blue chips, we need a lot of them. So let's make this bigger than this one, because this was cute, it was adorable, we liked it. But we want more. We want a heck of a lot more. I mean, even the casting is not enough. Can we improve the casting just a tad? I think we can improve the casting a tad. Don't know why we wouldn't be able to. And likewise gold. Okay, so it's gonna tide us over for a little bit. It's not a long-term fix, but it's something. Thank you. I've received almonds. How glorious. It is truly a good day. You know, we could probably also... All we're really doing now is just slight incremental increases. What we need to do is just a big build. The best place for a big build would be on the other side of these train tracks, maybe. I mean, the last big build we did... Oh, what if? What if? We did a big build over here. And it's running low on aluminium, which is always seems to be a problem with this place. But what if we did a big build here? It's not a bad place for a big build. Or do we figure out what the hell's wrong with aluminium? Because aluminium always seems to be sad. Why are you sad, aluminium? Not enough crystal seeding? Really? Huh. Well. Yeah, big build. Then... well, fixed crystal seeding, then big build. Crystal seeding should be able to be fixed over here. These are still running though, right? Yeah. How much work would it be to get filter 2s? Not as much as you'd think, but would it be good? Would it help? Wouldn't hurt. Okay, so titanium pipes and reinforced concrete. Is that all it needs? There's just a cliff there that's never been dealt with. That's interesting. And titanium pipes, if I read correctly. It's probably near the titanium. If I had to hazard a guess. And filtration unit 2. Oh, I need some titanium plate as well. Oh, I'm glad I double checked that. Okay. Am I carrying filtration units with me normally? Apparently. Huh. Could also work on crystallizer 2s, but they also require blue chips, and my blue chips are probably better spent on, you know, getting the rockets made. Okay, so this should make a lot more crystal seeding now. So, I do believe it's time for a big build. I'll stop collecting these for now. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just put them where they belong. And there's big build time. Because until I actually get these blue processing chips stable, we'll never have quick rockets. Red, green, yellow, purple, orange, blue, shit ton of purples. The science is doing well. Now I notice those worms over there are looking a little bit nasty. One thing I don't like is some nasty worms. Thankfully I run real fast. It's relevant to everything, it's just good that I can run fast. And we're gonna need a lot of sand now, please. While it supplies us with sand, we'll drop a few things. I really request two? Got 2 stacks of them? I do request 2 stacks of ore sorters. That's not required. I think we can take more sand than what we've got currently. Okay, that'll be enough for the big build. We're also going to need to get the Venga bus in here just to deal with some of those worms. Because they're filthy. One thing I hate is filthy worms. Can't ever get some clean worms, can we? Nope, always filthy worms. Okay. Goes that way. Goes that way. Door. Yep. Whatever you say, buddy. Okay. And now do we have... Oh. We need some electric circuits. Good news. I know where I can get some. The previous big build. And let's just make sure this is wired correctly. So it doesn't jam up everything. Excuse me. Alright, and let's get the Venga bus here to deal with some of those worms, and then... Project Big Build. Project Blue Big Build. Now the question is, do I need to worry about... Oh, jeez. Just ran straight into those worms. The question is, how much do I need to really worry about like I did last time? I'm gonna run at those worms again. I was real mad. Okay, so what I'm thinking at this stage... I think the train's arrived. Yep. Good finger bus. So, we learned some things with the blue build, which was gold, copper, need a lot of it. And I want, like, a lot. So what do we start with? We start with getting the... Start with the easy stuff, which is getting just the basic boards done. And we're going to do it differently this time. That more, we need more stuff, it seems. We're going to have gold and copper on their own lines. And that will be used to build... I'm not sure this is actually right. Step 1, already failing. Yeah, because we've got to get fiberglass boards as well. Okay. So no, we won't do that. I think it was fine the way it was. We can always build more. Okay, how much will this fill up? Belts, it'll do a third of a belt. Okay, well see, this is when we do this. rather we do that. That's much nicer. So these are doing a third of a belt, so if I doubled it, we're doing a sixth of a belt. That's wrong then. Nope. There we go. So if I wanted to be doing half a belt each, I want, let's just say 8 on the line, so get rid of those two. Okay. Then we need to worry about fiberglass stuff. Which is glass fiber. Open board, would that help? And liquid resin. So both of those are going to be slightly a pain. Okay. So let's just build that and then let's figure out how big we need it. So fiberglass board. Four of those. Actually, more or less almost the size that we need. Let's do 6, which is probably too big. That's also known as 8. I mean, 6 is actually perfect. And we need twice this. Okay. So we need double strand casting. Still need more than that because I think that's still too short. That's too... Yep. Okay, and that's where we need the glass. Okay, and then that all comes down here onto the belt. Now this will be probably too much for what we've got just here, but that's fine. We can split it here just in case it's required. I don't know if it is, but we'll be prepared for it being required. Okay, and then we of course need to pipe the liquid resin. Okay, so that's glass and liquid resin mostly sorted. Then with that we will have enough to... we need ferric chloride as well. Figure it out. Actually no, that doesn't need to be split because this is the thing that's making a lot, not the other thing. Because that's making a full belt's worth. Assuming, of course, that happens. So if we want... doing that, so 34. Yikes, that's a large number. That's alright. Large numbers are designed to exist. So 34 divided by 2 is... I don't know. I can't be bothered working this out by hand. I've got a little calculator here. 17. Perfect. So another 6. 6. This can't be right. This feels so long. Is that really right? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna need more ferric chloride after this, aren't I? Okay. That's alright. You can always make more ferric chloride. The whole point of a big build is these sorts of things. Speaking of the big build, how is this going after aluminium's been slightly better? Aluminium doesn't look that much better, really. I mean, it's slightly better, but hardly. That might be a limiting factor of this big build. How are we doing for time? We've got 10 minutes left, more or less. Okay, probably need power. I think power's pretty neat. You're of course going to need gold and copper at some point. That'll come by when it gets around to it. Okay, and that is mostly online. Apart from the fact it's not actually going to produce anything. Okay. So that's that. Pretty good. Next we need to make... Oh, those are going to be needed for robot brains, aren't they? Okay, well, that's another problem altogether for another day. You know what? I don't think I'm going to continue this for now. I think that's us done with... No, we'll probably figure it out. I'm wondering whether we want to steal some of these transistors. Because there are all these transistors that aren't being used. And all these basic electronics, all we really need to make is the integrateds and the solder. Because I know for a fact there's not going to be enough solder. I just wanted to reduce the energy usage of this. Just doing a couple of fixes that I saw before that I need to do. Excuse me. I've just remembered this part over here is not working quite to efficiency, so let's go get that fixed. Because the problem is not using the sulfur. The sulfuric wastewater is full. So what we could do is, rather than do all this work to make that better, what we could do is just make a little sulfur farm here. actually. No, I think it's fine. Turn that into sulfur. Oh, that's the wrong one. Is it F? I thought it was pH. Weird. That makes sulfur, and then sulfur we turn into sulfur dioxide gas. We're gonna need some oxygen for that, but that's easy enough. And then that we turn to acid. Sulfuric acid specifically. And we need to separate them. So, 'cause otherwise it doesn't work. Oh, thank you. But now I've been given my lunch for tomorrow, which is tuna apparently. Wow, it's salad. I put the tuna on there. That's the sort of rebel that I am. Not rebellion, like, it's literally what I'm supposed to do. You know what, that's the way of the rebel. Top-up valve I need here. I don't know if I'm going to have the resources for it. I don't have the basic circuit boards. I wonder if I could steal them from build. Big build is further away than I thought. They should be pretty close by. I always seem to need top-up valves, so let's build 10 of them. Sorry, I'm laughing at the little... It's so funny. He's running so fast with his little duck feet. Okay, and that should more or less give me that going. I suppose I do need to actually get the sulfur to enter the facility. That might be relevant. If we drop out like that. I can do this. There we go. So then we just need to power it up. Actually get the... Oh, already making sulfur. That's cool, I suppose. I don't have anything to do with the water there. Couple of clarifiers. Probably power those too. Now, unless I'm feeling spicy. I'm not today. Okay, and finally, just need to get oxygen in here, and then we are pretty good. And then let's just connect the sulfuric acid back into the line. So we don't quite have enough oxygen here. That's alright, we can boost that by chucking another line in. Looks like that's actually some amount of oxygen. There we go, it's using some of the... Not getting through the purified water fast enough, okay. But there we have it, more acid is being created just for the fun of it. No problems with purified water though, it seems. Okay, gonna be like that. You can play that game. And put an overflow valve in there as well. Because I prefer it to use that water if it can. Oh, I suppose you need to actually drop that as well. Okay. That's a goodly amount of sulfuric acid. We'll probably need to be creating more later, but... Yeah, output full. I mean, honestly, output full is not the worst message you've ever read in this game. If output is full of sulfuric acid, it means everything is being melted down the way it should be. Which is good. Anyway guys, I am done for today. I've done alright. I do need to continue this big build, but that won't take too long. That'll probably be done next session. That'll be Thursday my time. And then that will be constructing a lot more black circuits. And at that point I'm about ready to probably have another resource crisis. So that'd be nice. Maybe we'll figure out what's going short and go from there. I love this sand cloud that I kick up now. Like some sort of weird blue Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh wait, Sonic the Hedgehog is blue! Shit. These are almost full again. Which is a little bit of a concern. And rather than use it, I mean, I could just continue to just pile it into the warehouses. I will have to use it one day, but maybe I don't. No, I really do need to use this iron and cobalt and such. I could just make a lot of steel. I mean, steel is always pretty good. I mean, yeah, you could always make more steel, and steel is always going to be appreciated. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe just start smelting these into ingots. Yeah, I should start smelting them into ingots. I was eating, but maybe I'll just do that real quick. Iron. I'm not really caring about efficiency as much here, obviously. Cobalt. And what's the last one? Nickel? I have next to no use for nickel. And these carbon monoxide. Okay, so This is going to be a little bit more work than I originally anticipated, but that's okay, because I wasn't really thinking about it anyway. Anyway, we are done for today, so thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today and you are not currently following, please give it a follow. It's the best way to see when I'm live and streaming when you're just browsing Twitch. That's what I always seem to do. I browse Twitch and I go, oh, heck, it's that guy. I love watching that guy. And then I watch that guy. Well, let me be that guy for you. That was weird. Otherwise, if you like these videos, you can find the old version, old sessions on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. They are, I won't lie, about a month behind, and I really do need to catch up with that. But I am lazy because, look, you've seen how the space goes, and just imagine that being with uploading YouTube videos, and you can figure out why this happens. I'm a mess. Beyond that, you can also subscribe to me. Certainly don't feel like you need to, but I have cute little cat stickers that you can post all around on your favorite YouTubers, or on me, if I am your favorite. I don't know. YouTubers, Twitch streamers. But, look, I don't think I'm anyone's favorite. But hey, if I am, that's cool. Thanks, man. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you guys next time where we continue the big build. Take care, everyone.